Hello. Oh, there you go. Hi, everyone. It's great to see you all here. My name is Ryan. I'm one of the co-founders of IYK. And our mission is to empower all brands, creators, and artists with the tools to connect their physical and digital worlds. We're huge fans of the World Wide Web and all that comes with existing online. But today, I want to describe to you how we can evolve that concept into the wwworld, the whole wide world, which incorporates our physical selves into this online identity that we're building. Before I go into specifically physical and digital, I want to touch on the power of Web3 here, because to this day, nothing has helped us connect our digital selves together like Web3 has. And so previously, data was kind of siloed in all of these different Web2 accounts, where your Google account and LinkedIn account kind of know what they know, and your Facebook account and your IG account know what they know, and your Twitter and WeChat and so on. And we've accumulated all of these disparate digital identities. They're separated. But Web3 provides us this really convenient entry point where now everyone knows how to speak this language that is wallet addresses and NFTs. And so if you look in my wallet, ryanouyang.eth, you can search this up on Etherscan. You can see all these like silly meme coin trades that I've done, all these digital receipts that I have, PFPs, generative art, different membership passes, and it's all public, it's all visible, which is a pretty radical new concept. And what's powerful is that not only can I, as an individual, search someone up on Etherscan or OpenSea or Rainbow, but any service, like Token Proof, for example, can also look at my holistic profile and, make judgments, assign privileges based on that. And so in the old world, you might have had to authenticate your Google account and pass your data individually between all of these services. Now, no one needs to maintain all the complexity of those integrations, and everyone's got this single identity that they can use, which is becoming more and more important because our lives are growing increasingly online. For a little bit of context, I'm squarely in the Gen Z category. I'm 22, so what I'm used to is hopping into a Discord server and hanging out with my friends in one of the many digital spaces that exist today. I probably have like 10,000 hours combined in Fortnite, Minecraft, and GTA Online. And spending time in these digital spaces is a trend that I don't think is going to slow down. And so my cousin, for example, is 5 years younger than me, and every time she wants to hang out, it's, hey, jump into Roblox with me. And even at IYK, we spend most of our workday in this voice channel called The Lab. And so we are extremely, extremely online, and I think we're only going to get more so. Despite this, our sense of fashion, our friendships, our hobbies, so much of our identity is formed in the physical side of things. And that is still separated and barely connected to all of this new online infrastructure that we experience. Our digital identity has progressed, but our physical selves are still left out of these new digital rails that we're building. What I own, places I've been, and the people I know. This is my physical identity. And even though our digital identity has been improving, that is still missing. I want to tell you a story real quick about how this disconnect resulted in a very frustrating experience for me. So a little flashback to 2021. I was trying to buy these tickets for John Mayer's Sob Rock tour, and one thing that was getting me very, very, very worked up was sitting in this dreaded Ticketmaster queue screen. I'm sure we're all familiar with this screen, but this one hit different, because I just spent $3,000 on this guy's signature guitar, and here I am fighting in a line with thousands of bots for a ticket. I mean, this is crazy. Like, I'm a super fan, right? I've been to multiple shows, I own a ton of merch, bought like 3 watch collaborations, I own the signature guitar. Like, I've basically completed the entire real-life band checklist. And I'm fighting against 2-day-old Ticketmaster accounts for the one Toronto show he was going to do this year, and I'm starving. Like, it's after COVID. It's been 3 years since I've seen this guy. I mean, this is madness. This is fundamentally a data problem. Like, I have all this physical evidence of my fandom, but it isn't connected to these digital tools that are practically holding me hostage. And so, I can't prove my fandom with a picture of a guitar or like a picture of me at a show. Like, I just can't. I've got all this stuff in my house, and I just can't use them to kind of prove my status. And so there's got to be a better way. I think it starts with connecting these IRL behaviors to those Web3 rails I was describing. And step one is being able to give items their own sovereign identity. Items in the physical world need to get smarter. They need to be connected natively to the digital world, where each item carries its own identity. Provable ownership, provable interaction, and a verifiable history of usage. And what I'm really proposing here is that every physical item has a connected NFT. And so the NFT itself carries all the metadata that's intrinsic to the product, like the year it was released, the color, the size, but also you can record real-life actions and add that to the history of that NFT. And so now all of this information lives online in a way that's accessible, not just by me, not just by other individuals, but by all of these services that I interact with. Let's go back to that John Mayer example. So let's say that the merch I was wearing could carry its own identity. It could identify as being owned by Ryan, for example, and that it was not only checked into the 2019 show, but also the 2022 Sob Rock show. It could identify as being used to redeem a ticket presale code, for example, or maybe VIP package access. This is awesome, because it means that we can now have this flood of IRL data piling into the same online, accessible Web3 rails that we've been building for years, which now solves that root problem that led to this whole queuing fiasco from earlier, which I think is super exciting for both consumers and brands. Even in a consumer single-player experience, this is really fun, because I get to build the unique story of every product that I own and show it off. Proof of ownership is the start, but take this shirt I'm wearing, for example. Even though someone else may have the same shirt in the same size and the same color as someone else, like they have the physically maybe identical shirt, mine is still unique by virtue of having a unique owner, me. And I've done so many unique experiences with this shirt. I've checked this shirt into different shows and conferences via token proof. I've completed different IRL challenges, like summoning Machu Picchu and visiting 20 cities in this shirt. And even customizations to this shirt, for example, like dyeing it, putting pins and patches and tags on it. All of this can be reflected in that connected NFT. And all of this being saved to that item's identity is awesome, because it makes everything that I do in real life just as important. Claiming ownership of my items, checking items into events, it elevates all of these IRL actions into a place where I can showcase it, not only my individuality, but also adding to the unique story of everything that I own. From a brand perspective, this is also a massive unlock, because it means we can get away from more boring, like points-based loyalty programs and upgrade to more personalized, item-centric rewards programs. And so this shirt that I own, for example, can unlock an exclusive SKU for me. Maybe owning a piece of John Mayer merch actually unlocks exclusive content or ticket presale access. And maybe owning that SIG guitar actually gives me access to, I don't know, stems from his latest record or something. And so you can actually now, on an item level, incentivize collecting, incentivize this kind of choose your own adventure loyalty program that's far more engaging and easy to follow. Another underrated benefit, I think, of giving items their own identity is giving brands and artists a direct line of connection to their superfans. There's plenty of situations where you, as a creator, actually don't know who your fans are. If you sell at a third-party retailer, or even if you sell merch at a show, these lines are crazy. Like, there's no way you're going like, what's your email? What's your phone number? What's your email? What's your phone number? And if every item could just identify, oh, I'm owned by Ryan, well, John and his team could take a snapshot and maybe give me that ticket presale access code, you know what I mean? So I think that's really, really important. The last thing I'll say that I think is really underrated is empowering consumers to share their fandom with other people. This shirt I'm wearing is from 90cc. If you tap the shirt with your phone here, you're actually able to claim a branded NFT from 90cc. And every branded NFT that I give out helps 90cc in a sense that I might be introducing a new fan, a new consumer. But even for me, I'm going up in their global leaderboard. And the higher I get in there, the more loyalty I have and the cooler prizes that I can earn. I think today we're just scratching the surface about what bringing physical items online can do. And I'm super excited to see how all of these different organizations, all of these different creators, I'm super excited to see what they can do at the intersection of both physical and digital. I've described a lot about what's happening currently in fashion and music, but I just think there's so much more to explore as we continue bringing these invisible threads of fandom to these Web3 rails. I want to close off by bringing back this concept of the wwworld, the whole wide world, the world in which our digital and physical identities are deeply interconnected, deeply intertwined, and we feel that all of ourselves are represented on open, accessible rails. Today, you may have already tapped into the future with us. And if you've tapped your brand new tote, if you tapped your brand new badge, you can experience firsthand what a connected product can do for you. So feel free to connect your wallet, claim ownership of your tote, and we might have reshuffled the owners. If you tap your tote again, you might be the new winner. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. And I know Chris, my co-founder, is also here, as well as Yana, our head of marketing. So if you run into them, please say hi and ask any questions as well. Thank you so much.